Hi, I'm Dave Gardy here for FOSE-TV near our studios in Washington, D.C. for FedEdTV.com and our coverage of FOSE and the pre-event webcast leading up to it. And with me on the phone now is one of our webcast sponsors and an exhibitor, Mr. Mitch Farbstein, who is the Vice President of Sales for Feith Systems and Software. Mitch, thanks for joining us.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Coming to us from Skype in Fort Washington, Pennsylvania, give us an overview of what is your core technology.
Yeah, basically, the core technology of Feith Systems is a business process management workflow product or platform that has been under development by Feith for the last 27 years. It incorporates a lot of different supporting technologies such as imaging and document management, electronic web forms, dashboards, records management. It's a very comprehensive solution that we've developed, and we've developed this in-house over the 27 years, although we've been in business for about 33 years now.
Now, how do you differentiate yourself in the marketplace? What's the value proposition for Feith?
There's several value propositions. One of it is, every competitor thinks they're unique, and we do too. And one of the reasons that we think we're unique is we have some cultural and technological advances or ways of looking at problems that a lot of our competitors do not. Part of the reason that we can do that is the tenure of the folks that have been at Feith. Some of us have been here more than 20 years. The original founder of the company has been here since the beginning of the company back in 1979. And the engineers who designed this product back in 1986 are still here. So we have the ability to understand different cultures and different processes that need to be addressed as we're trying to implement our products. We also find that we developed all these products or all these technologies internally. We don't use third-party products other than obviously the database, which could be Oracle or SQL Server, or the operating system. We run on Informix and we run on Unix, Solaris, Windows, Linux platforms, and they can be in a heterogeneous or homogeneous environment. So we're not kind of intrusive on the organizations that implement our solution.
Now, what are the challenges of implementing your technology?
Now, that's an interesting question, and this is something that's not unique to Feith, but this is basically what everybody else faces, and that is, how do you transition an organization based on their culture to even accept the technology? And that's really the biggest obstacle. What we find is, a lot of organizations have technologies that have failed, and the technology hasn't been bad. It's just the acceptance in their community has not been done properly. We believe our product, Bridge Logic, and all our modules are very transitional in purpose, so that we go in, we help implement the solution, but the solutions are very easily changed. So it's almost like you go in an experimental way, you implement something in production, but you can change things on the fly very, very easily. And those are changes that we can do or the customer can do. So being pretty much an engineering company, we've always gone to the greatest extent to give our customers products that they can use, that they can manage, that they can modify, so they don't have to come back to Feith every time they want to make a change in their deliverable.
Now go into detail, if you will, on some of the benefits of implementing your technology.
Okay. I think, just as I said, it's easy to transition to our product. The benefits are you get a comprehensive solution. You don't have to go out and look at bolt-on technologies. So if you're implementing a workflow, you have the ability to have different front ends for the users. The user interface, obviously, is of extreme importance, mainly because if your users don't accept the product because the interface is difficult to work with, you're not going to be successful at all. There's other things that we do, in our product that allow you to, extend the life cycle of data and the value of data. If you think about a transaction doesn't exist in a vacuum. It's not you create a transaction, nothing happens. Transaction or data relate to a lot of other things, and those other things are objects that are non-traditional data. So it can be a Word document, it can be an Excel spreadsheet, it can be a faxed image, it can be a scanned image, it can be email, it can be a lot of different things that make up the true transaction. And because of our history of imaging and document management and so on, we have the ability to manage these kinds of objects. So it makes the data transaction more rich. And because we can do workflow and process that data or that transaction, we also add that value to it as well, so that you can be talking to multiple data sources with our product, and moving that data along in different ways to different people for approval, review, disposition and retention for records management, a lot of different things. So we become like a data hub or a process hub within the organization, kind of having tentacles out to all the different legacy applications they may have. And it could be anything from their ERP system to SharePoint systems. It really doesn't matter to us. That's where the whole idea of bridge logic came from. We found that in most cases, we're always bridging or connecting to some other system out there. And that has given us, or given our customers a lot more value than a lot of other products in there that are point solutions.
Excellent. Well, we want to thank you for the interview, and if we want to find you on the web to find out more about Feith systems and software, where should we go?
Yeah, it's www.feith.com, and I think you'll find a lot. I didn't give you a lot of detail. That wasn't the purpose. I think you'll find a tremendous amount of detail on the website to look at all the different products that I briefly mentioned during the interview.
That's www.feith.com. We've been talking with Mitch Farbstein, Vice President of Sales for Feith Systems and Software. Mitch, thanks for joining us today.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you.
I'm Dave Gardy here for FOSE-TV near Washington, D.C. in preparation for the FOSE show and the pre-event webcast. Thank you for joining us.